Hello guys, welcome. So in this video tutorial, we are going to know about how we can print our name in C language. So we are going to talk about these three methods. So first method using printf function. In C language, we can print our name easily by using this printf function. Second method is by using variables. So in variables, we are going to store our name first, and after that we are going to get our name from the variable. And in the last step, we are going to display a line like enter your name, and whenever user gives his input and press enter, we are going to display a line like your name is followed by the input name or input text. Before getting started, we have to create an empty file or new file. So if you are using the same application Turbo C++, then you have to click on the file menu and click new from there. By default, it will create a .cpp file, but we want to work on a .c file. To change that, we have to again click on the file menu and select save as option from there. And here, choose a location, but you don't have to worry about the location here. Just give it a name followed by the .c extension. Assigning a name is totally up to you. You can write anything here, but you have to be careful about the extension, the extension at the end, because this extension will tell our browser about the language we are using in this program. After that, press OK. After pressing OK, if you see this warning like override existing file myname.c, it means there is already a file called myname.c. Do you want to override it or you want to create a new file? In my case, myname.c file isn't important for me, so I can override this file without any issue. But in your case, if you think that file is important for you and you don't want to overwrite it, then you have to create a new file with different name. We have successfully created a .c file. Now get started with the syntax. If you are not familiar with C syntax, then I am going to explain it a little. So we have our first line, which is #include stdio.h, which means include a standard input output header file. So std means standard and io means input output and h means header file. So we have multiple header files like conio.h, stdio.h and math.h. So which includes some function, please declare function, which we will cover in the future. But for now, this standard input output file will include some functions like printf and getch. Next, we have void main. So let's talk about main function here. So main function is our entry point for C language where all the execution starts. And we are using void here because we don't want to return any value. So if we want to return an integer value, then we have to write here int main. But we don't want to return any value for now. That's why I'm using void here. I suppose everything is clear about the syntax. Now let's talk about the printf function. So here, whatever we are going to write between these printf functions double quote or inverted commas, it will going to display that text or that line to our output screen. So if we want to print our name, we have to write our name here. For this tutorial, I'm going to write here John. Click on File menu to save your file. Now compile your program. 0 warning, 0 errors. Now we can run it. After running our program, it will execute our code and right after that it will take us back to the editor. But we don't want that. We want to see our output at the output screen. To add a pause, we are going to use a function called getch. So after the printf function, we are going to add another function which is getch. Save the program. Compile it. So if you don't know how to compile and run your program in this application, then we have two options here. Or you can use Alt plus F9 to compile your program and Control plus F9 to run your program. So compile it and run it. So now we have old output from our previous code here. So we want to clear that output. So what we can do, before the printf function, we are going to write clrscr, which means clear screen. It will clear the old screen or old output from old programs. Now compile it and run it. Now see, our name is here. So whatever we write here, not my name, it is going to be displayed at our output screen. So I suppose everything is clear about the printf function. So how we can print our name using this printf function. Now let's print our name using C variables. Before using C variables, we have to understand about C data types. So we have different data types for storing different types of value. Like for integers, we have int or integer data type, and for character we have char or character data type, and for storing floating values like point values, then we have float data type for that. But for storing name, we are going to use char or character data type. For creating variables, we have to give a data type first. So we are going to use character, char, and after the data type, we have to assign a name for our variable. It's not your name, it's a name for your variable. So my var is my variable name. C language is case sensitive, so if you are writing V in capital, so you have to keep that in mind, because C will treat this value and this value differently. Now we have our data type, our variable name, and after that we have to assign our name inside our variable. To assign our name, we have to write something like this, equals to and our name. But this is not a correct way, because for storing integers, we can write 1, 2, 3 here. But for storing character values or string values, we have to write our values inside these double quotes or inverted commas like this. We have stored our name inside this variable called myvar. Now if we compile this program, we will see this error. To store this data inside this variable without any errors, we are going to assign a length here. So let's assign 20 here and compile our program again. The error is gone, but we have one warning, which is myvar is assigned a value that is never used. We have assigned our name inside this variable, but we are not using this variable inside our code. So it will be fixed when we print our name using this variable. After the variable, we are going to add clrscr to clear the old screen, and we are going to use printf function. As you know, if we write anything between these double quotes like John, it will going to print that name or that text to our output screen. But we want to print our name using this variable name. So how can we do that? So instead of writing your name here, we are going to add %s. So %s is used for string values. So if we are working with integers, we are going to add d or digits here. If we are working with characters, we are working with character, but it's a string value. So for a character, we are going to use C here. For floating points, we are going to F here. But we are going to print our name, which is a string value. That's why we are using S here. And after that, we are going to add a comma. And after the comma, we are going to write our variable name, like myvar. And after the printf function, write getch to add a pause. Save your program, compile it, 0 warning, 0 errors, and run it. Now this is returning our name by using our variable name. I suppose everything is clear about creating a variable, storing our name inside a variable, and printing our name using that variable. Now the last thing is asking for user input, and we are going to display that user input like name at the end. So for that, we are going to write printf. This time, instead of writing your name here, we are going to print a line like enter your name, which will give an idea to our user what to do. And after that, we are going to use the scanf function, which will store the entered value to a variable. So For storing our value inside a variable, we have to create a variable first. So we have to declare a variable before the printf function. So char for character values. Name is a variable name for our variable. This time we don't have to write our name or assign our name like this, because we are going to get this name or username from user input, and we are going to store that input inside this variable using this scanf function. So we can skip it, but we have to add this array length or character length for our variable. And after that, inside the scanf function, between the inverted comma or double quotes, we are going to write %s, because we are going to work with string values. So we are going to store string values inside a variable called name. So this will get the string value from the input and will store that string value inside our variable, which is name. Now we have declared a variable, we have printed a line to tell our user what to do, and after the user input we have scanned or stored our input inside a variable called name. So the storing and getting input stuff is done. Now we have to print our entered value or user input. To do that, again we are going to use the printf function, and this time instead of writing name here, we are going to write %s, and after that add comma and your variable name. So this will get the string value for our variable, which is name. To make this program more user friendly, we are going to add a line like your name is before %s, which will display our variable data like your name is John, your name is Jane, your name is Rick, etc. And after that, after the printf function at the end, we have to add getch to add a pause. And after the variable declaration, we are going to add clr to clear the old output or old screen data. Now save the file, compile your program, and run your program. Enter your name. Let's enter Jane. Your name is Jane. So